Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites. Today we're going to be using the InkWELL Press Coil Free Planner to go over the goal setting pages and quarterly breakdown, and then how does that break down onto your mission boards throughout your months. I've actually had a couple of questions over the course of my time on this channel about this page, and I have never shared it before. I have filled it out in one planner, in one inkwell that I had. And I haven't shared it, number one, because my goals are usually more personal and they are not things that I want to share. And some people feel comfortable doing that. I just don't. And I also don't feel comfortable sharing my progress on them. I'm a type of person that does not want an accountability partner with anything because I am pretty good about being accountable to myself. And that's who I think is most important to be accountable to. So, but I did put some goals that are less personal on here for you guys because I wanted to take you through these steps since I've had several questions on them. Like I said, I am using the InkWELL Press 2018 new Coil Free, their first year to do the Coil Free book. I have several videos on this. I also have a video comparing it to the Coil Bound if you're interested, with full walkthroughs of the planner. So if you're new to InkWELL and you want to know about that, or if you want to know my thoughts on the Coil Free versus the Coil Bound, I will try to remember to link that video below in the description. If I don't, I have an entire InkWELL Press playlist. If you go to that playlist, it should be pretty easy to find that video. Okay, so in every InkWELL Press planner, whether it's a quarterly, her smaller planners, her little quarterlies, or whether it's her Coil Bound or her Coil Free, they all have the same color scheme. It is 4 color schemes that are repeated throughout the year and the months, and they all have the same pages, like this goal page. They are all the same. So she has your goals broken down into personal, social, financial, health, home, and dream big. She's given each one a different color, and that coordinates your hexagon colors over here. First of all, she starts you out by talking to you about a mission statement. Now, when you buy a planner from her, you get a set of videos that is her walking you through how to set up and use your planner. And she goes over a lot of these things for her opinion and how she thinks you should set it up. I don't remember her maybe filling all this in with goals, but I haven't watched those videos in a long time, so don't quote me on that. But when I thought about 2018, just thinking about a page I wanted to share with you, I thought, what would I say my mission statement was? And these are really things I do want to focus on. But I don't make a mission statement every year. That's just, I don't know. It's never been my thing. But listen, be still, and be calm. And I could say this for every year because I always need to be a better listener, especially to my children. I need to be still more. I want to just be still, to listen, to stare at a tree, to watch the leaves on a tree blow in the wind and listen to them rustle and contemplate and just be very mindful and just be still more. And I also want to be calm because I tend to maybe not be calm enough with my children, really. And that is like a focus every year to be a calmer mother. Okay, so what are my personal goals that I took out from thinking about that? Well, personal, the first thing that popped in my mind was take me time for things I enjoy. And I feel like I need to take more of that. Sometimes it's better to leave the bathroom uncleaned for an extra week and for me to sit in bed and veg and watch a movie on a Friday night because really that just recharges me. And sometimes I need that. Not sometimes. I need that at least every week. Not sometimes. Social, once a month, go on a date with my husband, and once a quarter, go on a friend date. So that's my goal. I've had the once a month date my husband goal for a long time, but the once a quarter date a friend date, I didn't think of until I got to this goal here. And I was thinking, every once in a while I go out with a friend. It's hard to match up with kids and schedules and husbands and everything that comes up. And if I don't make it a priority, then it's like 6 months in between going out with a friend. And I want to do that more often because my kids are older and I absolutely can do that. And my husband absolutely supports me in that. So I want to make that a priority because I think, I mean, family relationships and friendship relationships, in our lives are the thing that makes us feel the most connected. They are the thing that grounds us, I feel like. And they are the thing that, at the end of your life, the thing that mattered the very most are those things. Financial, um, we're not like a big keep track of every single purchase people. I mean, we should be. I'm not saying we shouldn't be. We should be, but I've never been great about that. But I am right now trying to keep a budget notebook for the first time in my ERIN CONDREN Deluxe Monthly. And it's not like everybody else's budget notebook. And I will share that in a video soon. I will share some of that because mine's doing it in a different way. It's not like the Dave Ramsey people who are doing it. But my goal here was just think about each unnecessary purchase. So anything that's not necessary, all the food we need at the store. And I'm not saying think about everything I buy at the store, like grocery shopping. No, I'm not going to think about, no, we don't really need these wheat thins. No, we don't need more chips. Obviously those are unnecessary because they're not healthy food. They're not whole food. But I'm not talking about grocery trips. I'm talking about, when I make an unnecessary purchase of a new sweater or, you know, another pack of pens or just anything, just to think about it and at least question it for a moment before I make that purchase. That's why I love like Amazon and everything because you can put the stuff in your cart and then you can go and think about it, and then come back to it. So love that. Or any company that you can do that with. Health, I just said stock more fruits and veggies constantly. We do have a pretty good amount of fruits and veggies constantly because my teenager has been on like a health kick for the last year and he eats healthier than anybody in our home, including me. So I keep lots of fruits and veggies and healthy things for him. I still don't eat enough of them, but I just feel like if I keep a variety stocked, we will all be wanting to eat more of them, hopefully. Home, these are some big goals. I don't know that I'll get them done in 2018. I know I can get at least one done, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Paint. I painted our living room in 2017. It was just time to repaint it because we've been in our house for 10 years and time to change the color. And I want to change the whole downstairs color to the same light gray that I repainted the living room. And so I paint the hallway down there, paint the dining room down there, and paint the kitchen. And then the entire downstairs would be done, except for the office. But my husband's office, that's his office. It is kind of a wreck, and I don't even want to think about moving everything and painting it. So that's not even on my list. But then the whole downstairs will be done except for the office where we just shut the door. Anyway, so we'll see if that happens because homeschooling, running this channel, having a church calling, and just doing all the normal mom stuff of fixing food, cleaning the house, grocery shopping. I don't have a maid. I don't have any of that. So I am pretty darn busy every single day. And my house is never all clean at once, ever. But that's just the way it is. And that's okay. Dream big. So I thought, this is not like my personality to do like dream big dreams. I honestly don't have any dream big dreams. I don't know, I guess it's not my personality or where I am in my life right now. I am just so happy to be able to stay at home, to raise my boys, to watch them grow as I have been for the past 14 years. I find myself very fortunate and very blessed to be able to do that. And right now, that is my big dream, to be able to continue to help them grow and be here for them and help them to hopefully grow into successful people who also know how to find happiness and joy in their life. And so that's really my dream big until they're grown. But I thought, okay, for the sake of this, let's think about it. I thought to improve my channel because there's a ton I could improve on. Of course, if I got a new iPhone and upgraded that, it would improve my video quality. So that might happen this year. I have an iPhone 6 right now. And then improve my thumbnails. So I'm learning a different program. I can't even remember the name of it. To do better thumbnails. I wouldn't know the name of it unless I re-looked it up on my Mac. I'm not a technology savvy person, and that's why it cracks my whole family up that somehow I have been able to run this YouTube channel from knowing nothing starting and get it to where it is today. I am pretty darn proud of that, but it's all from you guys because you guys come back and you guys are so kind, so forgiving of all my faults and all my videos that don't look great. And you're so kind and forgiving. Thank you. And thank you for sharing my channel and thank you for coming back. So this year, hopefully look for improved thumbnails and an improved channel. Hopefully I will keep improving in my videos. But here's the thing. I was actually really scared to share those goals. I thought I'm not going to do any dream bigs. I'm not going to do any because you know what? Like those are my dream bigs right now. And I did not want to share them. Because then I thought, well, these people are going to be watching me. And like I said, I'm not someone who wants to have people that I am held accountable to. Now, I worked plenty of jobs before I stayed home with my kids. So I definitely have been accountable in jobs. I worked from when I was 15 years old to 25 years old when I had my son and started staying home. And I was a teacher for 3 years before I had my son. So I definitely know about being accountable for a job, but this is not a real job. And so I don't feel like I should be accountable to anyone. And I certainly don't get paid like a real job. So I don't feel like I want to be put that out there, but I did put it out there. So I hope you guys won't be too upset with me if my thumbnails don't greatly improve. But I am working on it. Okay, so how do you carry these over once you've thought of some? You can think of one for each category or more than one, as many as you want to work on. But think about maybe only filling in your 3-month to start in the beginning and then not going to fill in your 6-month, 9-month, or 12-month update until you actually get further into the year. And here's why. Because like your 3-month update here, you're supposed to write in those first 3 months, what are you going to do to accomplish the goals that you've written over here, right? And the color matches. So the first one is personal. And I put fill my cup because that was take time for the things I enjoy. And I put 3 check boxes. So I can see if I think for each month, how have I done on that? And my check-ins are going to be the mission board on that month. Okay. So it's going to be like your January mission board is health, home, me time, be social, financial, dream big. Those are your same goal categories here. So then you're supposed to take that and like, what would I write in here under social, be social? So if broken down into 3 months, I need to fill my cup once a month. What am I going to do? Well, for January, I might say, I am going to watch a movie once a week on the weekend. Whether it's with myself or with my husband, it's going to be something I enjoy, and I'm going to just lay in bed those 2 hours, and I'm going to eat something I like. I'm going to take that time. So if that's what I'm doing for January for that, then I would write that there, and then I can check in to see if I've done it. So date, 1 per month with my husband. Then under date, well, that's not under date. Sorry. It's under social. So then I would come under be social. Sorry, I was talking about be social when it was supposed to be me time. Oh, you know what? Okay, you guys, I completely messed that up. So these don't match up exactly. These hexagons, dream big, it does match up with dream big. Financial, it does match up with financial. Home matches up with home. Health matches up with health. Me time does not match up anywhere. And be social. And so here's a social. Okay, and me time matches up with personal. Okay, she just didn't name it personal. Okay, and I took that as naming it as my me time, so it actually goes. Okay, can you guys tell that I've never actually, like, I filled these in every month, but they weren't always for these categories. When I used my InkWELL, I did fill these in every month, and I loved them, but I never tried to, like, coordinate with goals, like, all the way through, like this. So I'm trying to teach you something that I've never carried out all the way through, but your questions made me think about it. So, me time is actually your personal social. Your personal. Social she has as another one, be social. Okay, so the only one that doesn't match up is me time, and that goes to personal. Okay, so basically evaluate purchases. I really don't know how I'm going to make that like quantitative and measure that. I'm just thinking, for the month, I'm going to have to maybe write in all big purchases that were like splurges that were not needed, and then write them in here and maybe think about it that month. Like, was that really, did I think about that enough? Should I have made that purchase? So if I see them listed out here, then it might, shock me a little bit and help me to think about more the next month, I think. Okay, and then the next one, evaluate veggies. Well, that's what I'm saying. Stock more fruits and veggies. So under health, I would just have to evaluate, like, how did I do on that this month? Basically, maybe I can ask my kids to evaluate me on that. Home, so basically, I would be trying to paint something once each quarter if I wanted to have it done before the busy holiday season at the end of the year. So I would try to paint something each quarter, but I don't know that that's going to happen because those are three major ones. Because like I might just get a big bulk of it done over the summer because that's when I actually have the most time, because that's when I'm not homeschooling my son and we're not on a regimented public school schedule for my older one and doing violin lessons and scouts and all the other things that comes with school and drop off and pickup. So I don't know that that's going to be divided into quarters because a bulk of it might be over the summer. And then improve my channel, thumbnails improved. I'm just going to ask myself that every time and see if I can improve them anymore, because I'm not loving mine right now. So you would go and fill things in here. Now, how I used this when I wasn't using my goals check in, I just used this as things I needed to remember that month. I would actually put our date in here under Be Social, I think, every month. That's where I would write it. And then I would kind of ignore a lot of these. And because I would write in like when we saw my parents, because we try to do something with them once a month, when we went to my husband's dad's house for Sunday dinner, because they do that twice a month, and keep track of the dinners we went to. And then I just kept track of other things I needed to keep track of for the month in these hexagons, and I really liked it. And this is just my monthly list. And then I kept track of daily habits that I wanted to. When I was using my InkWELL, one was the gym, one was quitting Diet Coke, because I had been off of it for a good like 5-6 years, literally off of it. But then my husband brought it back into the house, and I started waking up at 4:45 to go to the gym with my teenage son before school. All of that collided, and so I got back on the Diet Coke wagon of like one most days, and I didn't want to. So, because I'm pretty much like to be a water only gal. And then the third one, I think I was using for scripture reading and journaling when I was using my 2017 InkWELL Press. And I love having those daily habit trackers there for the month too. You could coordinate one to some of your goals. If one of your goals was to work out at least 5 days a week, you can habit track that, and then you really will be able to see quantitatively, like, could you measure that? How did you do that month? So that's how you would carry your goals throughout every month. That's why she gives you the monthly mission board, which coordinates to her goals in the beginning, and you get this every single month. So at 6 months, what I would do is I would see how I did here at 3 months. And when I get to the 6-month check-in point, then I would fill in some more goals there. Okay, so this is for the first 3 months. When I'm done with the first 3 months, I would come and fill in the 6 months. When I'm done with the first 6 months of the year, I would fill in the 9 months. And when I'm done with the 9 months, I would fill in the 12 months. Because I think you don't know what to write in the next one until you know how you've done the quarter before. Because if I didn't paint the hallway in this first 3-month quarter, like I told you, I'm not really even dead set on getting that done in the first quarter, then that's definitely going to have to be moved to the next one. Even though I did already put in paint dining room and paint kitchen, those were ones that I knew I would like to get done before the last 3 months of the year, before the holiday time hits. But we'll see. But by putting those there, I may have already set myself up for whiteout. So that's why I'm telling you, don't fill in the next one until this 3 months is up. That's just my advice. So that is the InkWELL Press goal setting system and how you check in every month on your monthly mission board. And then you come back here every 3 months to check in every quarter. I really think it's an amazing system. I really think she has it broken down into good categories, and it's pretty darn simple. And I really love her mission boards more than anything because they don't even have to be used to coordinate with those goals if you're not using that whole system. They can be used for so many other things monthly, and so many people do use them for other things, and I did. So I love InkWELL Press. If you don't know that, I have a whole playlist about them and how I've planned in them for several months in 2017. And I also use the horizontal, which is this one. I use the horizontal, but I use the spiral coiled one for my health and fitness every day. And I've talked about that in other videos, how I use it for food and fitness tracking. So check out my InkWELL Press playlist if you want to know more. If you're making your first InkWELL Press purchase of $50 or more, down in my description box, I have a link to $10 off that first purchase from InkWELL Press. That's actually how I got started with InkWELL Press. I just used somebody's coupon at the very end of 2016, right after Christmas, and I got that $10 off, and from somebody else's video. I don't even know who, can't even remember. And that's how I got into InkWELL Press, and it has been over a year of loving them now and thinking, how did I not know about them before? So there's how I would use the goals, how they're meant to be used, I think, and pull them through to your quarterly check-in points and then your monthly check-ins on the mission board. All right, guys, thanks for staying with me, and we'll see you next time. Happy planning. Let me know down below if you use InkWELL Press and if you actually do carry through your goals like that from the beginning every month. I would love to hear about that. All right, see you next time. Happy planning. Bye-bye.